Hello, my name is Ale. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a yoga workout with weights. So let's start by warming up and stretching our body. You can follow along to the stretches that I am doing in this video, or you can feel your body and stretch and warm up in whatever way you feel like you need it most today. Usually before I start a weight training workout, I start moving in whatever way I feel my body needs it the most. And whenever I encounter soreness or a particular area of my body is feeling tight at that moment, I like to stretch and focus more on that part. Today we're going to be doing a full body workout. We're gonna focus first on our upper body and then on our lower body. This type of class is often referred to as iron yoga, which means we're going to be using weights, that's all. So make sure to have your 2 sets of weights or more or less near your mat so you can be ready for when we start the exercises. Today I'm going to be using a set of 5-pound dumbbells and another set of 10-pound dumbbells. Depending on the intensity of each exercise, I will be switching them around. You are welcome, of course, to use more or less weight according to your specific needs or desires or how you're feeling today. And I'm gonna start wrapping up the stretching part of our workout with a downward dog, stretching both legs, then one chaturanga, a short child's pose to get ready before starting the more challenging part of our workout. I'm gonna pick up the lightest of my 2 sets of weights, so I'm gonna start with 5 pounds on each hand. And let's start with around the world, and let's do 10 repetitions of this exercise before moving on to the next. Okay, last 2 repetitions. And now, with very little to no rest, we are going to move on to the next exercise, which is called elevated bicep curls. Essentially, extend both arms out to the sides and curl your weight up to your shoulders, flexing your biceps. We will be doing 10 repetitions of this bicep curls. Last 2. Very good. You should start feeling the burn now. And our last out of 3 exercises in this set will be going in and out of chair pose. Your heels and knees should be close together and your big toes apart. And sink as deep as you can when you go down while extending your arms overhead. Very nice, and we are done with our first set of 3 exercises. You can set your weights down. We are going to be taking a short 30-second rest time before we begin again, a set of the same 3 exercises we just did. Here we go again, 10 repetitions of around the world. Don't stop. And again, without rest, let's move on to our elevated bicep curls, 10 repetitions. One more time, and last one of this set is going to be in and out of chair pose. And that's all for the upper body sets of exercises. That was intense, so be proud of yourself. And now let's move on to our lower body exercises. Beginning with side squats. For this set of exercises, I am going to be changing into the heavier dumbbells that I have right next to my mat. We will be doing 10 repetitions on each side and then changing to the other side and doing 10 repetitions again. And last two on this side before we switch. Let's change, and again, without rest, start right away. For the last exercise of this set, we are going to be doing glute bridges. So lay down on your mat, place the dumbbells comfortably on top of your hips, and when you're ready, engaging your core, lift them up. When you go down, be sure to go down vertebrae by vertebrae to not injure your back. Of this particular exercise, we're going to be doing 15 repetitions. Very good, that was an intense set. You can pull your knees into your chest, hug them. Rock side to side. Take 30 seconds before we start the next set, which will be the same exercises that we just did. I know that these side squats are really intense, but don't think about it. Your mind will try to stop you from doing the great things that you can accomplish. You can do it. 10 repetitions on each side. Let's go. Last two. Nice. Now let's switch sides and do 10 repetitions before we move on to glute bridges. Come on. Last two. Last exercise on this lower body set. 15 repetitions of glute bridges. Hug your knees in, rock side to side. We have a few seconds before we move on. All right, now that we're done with that, let's move on to our core set of exercises. First exercise, we are going to hold a boat pose. I particularly am gonna do it with the lightest set of dumbbells, but feel free to do it with the heaviest or with no weights at all. After doing a 30-second hold of that boat pose, we are going to move on to Russian twists right away. Grab one of your heavier dumbbells and use it to go side to side. One repetition is after you have gone to both sides, and we are going to do 10 repetitions of this exercise. Alright, let's move on right away to the last exercise of our core set, which is going to be straight legs crunches. So extend your legs to the sky and grabbing your lighter weights, you're going to reach your toes with your hands in tiny crunches, 10 reps. Take a well-deserved 30-second break to catch your breath. Feel how your abdominal muscles are feeling after such intense work. And to finish off our workout, let's do that core set of exercises one more time, starting with our Both pose hold. All right, let's move on right away into Russian twist. 10 reps. Moving on to our straight leg crunches, last exercise of today before we start our cool down of such a high intensity training. Congratulations, guys, for having finished today's workout. Let's stretch and cool down. You should be really proud for having put yourself first today, finding some time to get your movement in. Let's grab one of our legs into a twist. Give your body some well-deserved love after having worked so hard. Let's switch legs and twist to the other side. Lastly, I'm gonna do a happy baby. And reclined butterfly before we move into our Shavasana corpse pose. And we really are dying and being reborn after such a hard workout. Close your eyes, connect with your body, slow down your breathing, reflect on how you feel now as opposed to when you started today's practice. ready, begin to move your fingers and toes around. You can keep your eyes closed or open them at this time. Prop yourself up to a seated position. And take a few seconds to thank yourself, to revisit any intentions that you might have had for this practice. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for having practiced with me today. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so that we can have more yoga practices and workouts together. Namaste.